Hey guys, so I get this question from the public and sometimes from some people online asking me, why do I need a service dog? Now, not everybody is out and open with it as I am, and I will be kind of vague with some things, and I also don't have answers for everything. Sorry about the noise. I have my window open. Our AC is broken, which is why she's covered in an afghan right now, because it is slightly damp, and dogs can't sweat, so it can help her stay cool. I've made her a collar, and I am planning on making her another collar. I am very patriotic. My father was in the military, so please, 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 please stop with the, oh, you in the military. No, I'm not. I just support them very much. I wanted to go military, but then I got injured and I can't. And then I wanted to become a cop, and then I got all my mental diagnoses, and with all my psychiatric problems, I could not do that. So now I'm basically just a person that is trying to be able to get a job. She's far enough into training right now that I can actually start applying for jobs, and I'm actually having a job interview coming up here real soon. So, I have some GoFundMe set up for me and her because I cannot guarantee that I'm going to get the job, and I have gear that I need to get for her. I'm lucky that the first vest that I have for her is a light vest. It is a tactical vest, but it is a light vest for her. It works very well because it has an extended handle, which means if she somehow is trying to break her heel, I can grab onto that, and not only does it, like, it basically lets her know, hey, I'm paying attention to you. I grab onto it slightly and give a small but subtle pull up to let her know, hey, you're acting up, you need to get back in line. And she'll look at me and all that. I'm going to try, and when I go out, I'll try to take more videos, but my laptop's crapped out. I can't really edit videos together anymore. I will probably get the app back up on my phone or something like that to edit videos together. I don't have that much space on my phone. But I have a GoFundMe up for me and her for gear. Most of the gear is for her. It's expensive for service dog gear. I'm trying to come up with a way that I can keep my PRN, which is a medication that is used for my anxiety attacks, because sometimes she cannot help me with my anxiety attack. It's already coming on and DPT isn't helping. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes. It's happened once and I broke down, but she got up, stopped doing TPT, and she let me literally put my arms around her until I stopped basically crying. That was fun. I was at Walmart. That was fun. But the reason why I have her, the whole reason at the beginning why I got her was she is a PTSD service dog 100% right now. She has tasks, and I'm going to say this now, technically for the next year and 8 months. Year and 8 months, she's going to be considered an SDIT, which is considered service dog in training. But she does have the service dog in training. They have to pass a specific public access test, and she has passed it at one point, and then she failed it again at another point, and then passed it again. My biggest problem with her always was heel, and now I've realized that I do let her sniff the ground too much, and I'm teaching her the command of head up. Angel, head up. Head up. She gave me this look like, woman, my head's already up. I'm trying to teach her how to not respond when other people are petting her, which is where my family does come in to help with my training, or at least my younger brother and slightly with my older brother, because one of my older brothers pointed out that I need to be a little more aggressive in some of her training. But she is also in training to be a mobility dog and a medical alert dog. I do not know how she does it, but she has alerted me a few times using the alert that we use for anxiety, that I'm about to pass out, and we do the same thing for anxiety and my passing out spells is DPT, deep pressure therapy. So I'm okay with using the same signal. Most people would not. I don't know why I pass out. I am going to hopefully figure it out after the 8th. Another thing is I do have constant pain in my body every day. It's probably because I constantly re-injured myself over and over again, and I did not go to the hospital when I know I needed to. And now it has turned into chronic pain everywhere. Like, everywhere. Earlier today, like, sometimes in just certain spots it hurts a lot more than others. Because I'm at an average of like a 3 during the day. I have dirt on my foot from training. But basically, my medical diagnoses right now is I have PTSD, I have major depression, and I have major anxiety. Depression and anxiety, I was told would not get me a service dog. But my anxiety is so severe, my anxiety is caused by my PTSD. So, that's why I have a PTSD dog. I used to, in the workplace, break down. Like, every time I got a break, even sometimes I would go to the back and have a panic attack, and I would try to hide and everything, and it got so bad that I ended up having to quit because it wasn't healthy for me. So, but besides the PTSD, depression, and anxiety, I also have BPD, and I have ADHD and ADD. So, like, that's one of the good things about her that I've been training her. If I'm in the middle of, like, going out of, this is a big thing, because I get so distracted so easily. She doesn't get as distracted as she used to, but I could be walking to the registers, and I'm slowly and surely teaching her the terms of what everything is. So if I need to go to the register, and I try to stop, and I say register to her, she's supposed to basically do everything in her power to get me to the register. So, I love this dog. She is my best friend, and she is a little hero in her own. And you Hi.
Hi, baby. Hi. You want belly?
One thing that I do need to do is I need to be able to get more equipment for her, both for service dog and just regular dog. We don't have any working clippers right now, so I get to scrape up as much as I can for getting her a new set of clippers, and I haven't clipped the dog's nails in forever, so I get to have my older brother reteach me how to do that. So, yeah, ow, I got something in my eyeball. Most of my videos right now are probably all going to be uncut. There's not going to be any editing or anything like that for now, because I can't really edit. She prefers the floor over her dog bed because her dog bed is a lot more uncomfortable for some odd reason. She likes fluffy and simple. So her old dog bed has been through many different dogs, and I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why she doesn't like it. But we do everything that we can. Right now I have her on a semi-raw diet, just because it's very helpful with the dog food thing, because right now I cannot properly have dog food. I can't properly afford it, but I was already planning on giving her some sort of raw food, not as an actual diet, but as a, hey, you did a good day today type thing, and that's basically what we're doing right now. So, I don't know what's happened. I just saw something happen on my screen, but she's spoiled. She is. I give her as much attention as I can. But at the same time, I try to give her moments where she doesn't have me. Like, I wake up in the mornings and I kick her out of my room, because she has to be able to, if I cannot take care of her in the hospital, she has to be able to have somebody else take her and take care of her while I cannot. So, but that is if I'm hospitalized, and if I'm hospitalized, there's a big problem because I hate hospitals, and I don't like going to hospitals whatsoever. And the fun part about figuring out the rest of my medical diagnoses is I'm probably going to have to go to a hospital for a while for some testing. So, if I disappear off the face of the earth for a few days, that's what's happening. So, ow. Sorry. And I'm going to address this thing that keeps popping up on all of my social media for all those people who can actually see it. Yes, I smoke. Yes, I'm aware of the health hazards, but I actually have anger issues caused by my PTSD. And those anger issues, like, I get flares of anger. She responds to my anger flares by distracting me, by kissing, giving me kisses and all that. And the smoking basically calms me down for when it comes to anger and frustration. Like, my goal is to, when I'm getting a really bad anger spike and she can't calm me down, is to teach her to bring me outside. And I usually have my cigarettes on me in like one of my pockets. But I'm hoping to be able to train her how to open my backpack and grab the things that I need. So my big goal for a cigarette thing is if I'm outside, like, sometimes the fresh air does help with the anger stuff. I do not have meds for anger. I have meds for anxiety. I am also an insomniac as well. She is not a service dog for insomnia, though. She does not help me with that whatsoever because I do not allow her in my bed unless I invite her. And I invite her on her really good days. But, yeah. That's why I have a service dog. If anybody has any other questions, just put them up down in the comments. I did make an Instagram for Angel. I will link it in the description. And I will also link our GoFundMe in the description if anybody wants to help out. Because if anybody wants to help me get the gear, my biggest thing that I'm trying to get her is boots for her feet. Because it's getting really hot here. And, it's getting really hot here. And the asphalt's getting hotter and hotter each day. And I really don't want her getting hurt. That was my phone going off. Ignore that. I just don't want her burning her feet. Because dogs can burn the pads of their feet on asphalt. I'm eventually going to get her eye protection because it's very clear that, like, I don't want her eyes getting hurt by the sun. And I'm going to bring this up. Now, most people would not be doing what I'm doing when it comes to training a service animal. Angel is 5 years, 2 months. She's been training with me for the past 4 months. So, yeah, I've had her since February something. So, it's going to be 4 months sometime this month. I've been training her. Most dogs at 4 months cannot go public access, but she is an adult dog, so it is, in my eyes, it's easier to train her. Yes, I have to break her of some bad habits, but it's perfectly fine. I would not suggest jumping for a 5-year-old dog because I will admit in some aspects it is harder. You have to break a dog of old habits at her age. And try to teach her new things, but she's a smart dog. She learns very quickly, and yeah. She's asleep. She's like, Mommy's on the floor. I'm just gonna sit here. So, right now, she basically goes with me everywhere except for when I go to my mother's house. The cat does not like her. And when I babysit for one of my mother's friends, because I have yet to introduce both Angel and my mom's friend's dog, I'm afraid that, like, you never want to put your service dog in a dangerous situation, and if I just show up with Angel babysitting, I cannot guarantee that Angel will be safe. Like, I don't know if that other dog will go after Angel. Like, my brother informed me today, don't bring your dog over to mom's. And I'm like, I'm not going to, I never do. And I will admit I lashed out because I don't get along with that brother anyway. I lashed out and I was like, anyway, you cannot tell me what I can and cannot do with my dog because she is my service animal. She is allowed to go with me wherever I go. Wherever I have access, she has access. So, and I'm going to point this out. I'm pretty sure I've said stories about this before. Angel has had accidents inside Walmart, and literally only Walmart. It's only Walmart that she does this in. Any other place, she's been fine. And basically, this is where one of my other older brothers informed me that I should have been more aggressive when she did have an accident inside. I did get very upset, but I didn't show Angel that I was very upset. What is getting on my body? Ooh, I'm itchy. I have random bruises that show up. Like, why? Why does that look like a hand? A mini tiny hand? Sorry. Yeah, but that's about it. As I said, Angel is my service dog for PTSD. She's a mobility dog and a medical dog.